Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's sixth character is shu. Okay, shu means actually planting a tree, and eventually it becomes the tree itself. The planting of the tree made of the wood symbol, which is canopy of the tree, root of the tree, connected by the trunk of the tree. Very logical, main structure of tree. And then the right side, we have this planting action going on. Okay, to plant the tree, you need to make sure the trees are facing upright. Okay, so we have this trident looking thing, which is plant generic form. And then we have the ground symbol underneath it, so which is the top of here. So the plant, naturally, if you observe plants in a natural form, mostly are sun-facing, upward growing, kind of perpendicular to the ground level, right? 90-degree here. They don't go sideways like that for the most part, okay? And then the bottom is a drum set. So apparently ancient people entertain themselves with drumming a lot. And so this is the spherical thing. That's the music, I guess, percussion container thing to the sound box to make the boom sound. And then we have the stand, and again, the ground level depicted there. So the drum set gotta be upright standing as well. So both the plant and the drum need to be upright standing. So that's the number one rule for planting the tree, which is make sure it goes perpendicular to the ground level. And then the right side is three-finger hand symbol, reaching from the right of the screen. Okay, so Chinese frame, 2D frame, right? We depict a physical world in such a way that's first-person perspective, meaning you look at this frame, you're looking from this direction outward. So here, when you have the three-finger hand symbol reaching outward, it's from your perspective. They're talking about you, the language user, planting the tree. This is your particularly right hand, right? Your right hand, because that's, I guess, most Chinese people are right-handed. So they use right hand to mean you're working on something. But sometimes you use double hand, right? That means you're ceremonially present something with courtesy, or this is some difficult task, you have to double-hand it. But for the most part, simple things like planting a tree, single hand is enough. And if it's single hand, mostly right hand. And then we have this spike over there. Okay, it doesn't mean you have something growing on your forehand. It actually means this is an indicator of you are going down 1 inch down from the wrist of your hand. Here is the pulse reading position for Chinese doctors. Before we have expensive medical equipment that's doing all that diagnostic tests on human body, Chinese doctors, I guess, around the globe, all the doctors pre-industrial age, pre the modern technology age, use human to human as a medical device, reader, have their own ways to test if somebody is sick. I mean, as most simple thing, if your child is in fever, you're going to touch, I mean, at least me, forehead to the child's forehead, right? So that's human to human detection. We're comparing our own medical condition to another person's to see if they're off or we are off. So this 1 inch down is pulse reading by Chinese doctors, just by pressing, I think I was touched before, or pulse read before by Chinese doctor. They, even if it's medical school, I guess, modern medical school trained, this practice of pulse reading was still done by many Chinese doctors. So they would put three fingers to pulse read you. And that is already a lot of information gathered from that. So from this 1 inch down symbol with this three-finger hand symbol there, itself is telling you're doing something according to the rule. This is a very measured specification of how to pulse read. Therefore, this means you're following the rule when planting the tree, which is you have to plant the tree, I guess, dig a hole deep enough, not too deep, not too shallow, just the right measured depth. Plant the tree, make sure it's facing upright, and that's tree planting. So this whole tree planting action then eventually becomes tree itself, the result of the tree planting. So that's Chinese tree, 树. That's how we pronounce it. And we have at least two, because trees are such common feature, and the tree planting, I guess, is a common practice since ancient times. So we have lots of expressions using this character. 玉树临风 is probably the most prominent expression describing the beauty of the male gender, which we compare a good-looking guy to a tree, because tree stand upright, right? You have to plant the tree upward. So this upward standing, straight, like standing tall image, this body posture, then paired with the surface or the jade, preferred gem in Chinese, it shows the quality, right? And the posture, and blowing in the wind create a kind of a visual and dynamic image of this guy, standing so tall and with all that. So I have an episode talking about 玉树临风. That's the only, I guess, well-known, better known. Probably there are other, like 风流倜傥, some other expressions to talk about how a good-looking guy will look. But 玉树临风 is probably a prominent one. So that's positive, right? We compare tree with good-looking guys, right? And then the second expression is 树倒猢狲散. Okay, 猢狲, if you see this, you don't need to know what that is. It's a type of animals, type of monkeys, to be specific. So when the tree fall down, then the monkeys residing on the tree are going to disperse. That's the image. And Chinese use that expression to mean some, I guess, when an institution or an influential figure, which serves as the tree, as the community, holder there, when they collapse, the whole community, whoever related or live on here, the bio structure, I guess I cannot say it that, but it's the whole community going to collapse. So you are going to identify which serves in the community as trees, as the pillars of the community. When they fall, then everybody suffers. So that's 户倒, 树倒, 猢狲散. There you go. That's tree. And ironically, okay, when we're talking about the planting trees, we want to keep it upright, right? Ironically, aesthetic preference of Chinese culture actually appreciate trees who are not standing tall or who are not standing upright like a stick. No, Chinese prefer trees that got characters, as if they are blown by the wind or tortured in nature in some form, right? That shows on their form. They're not straight anymore. They're twisted, and they are still alive in spite of that. So I guess Chinese appreciate whoever suffer and they endure and still stay alive. That type of quality, we project our own, aspirations onto the plant. So there's a whole aesthetic of bonsai raising, which is, ironically, not upright trees, but twists and turns in trees. All right, so there you go. Thank you for your time. See you another day.